One of the biggest problems that are costing you money in your fitness studio is your low show up rate. So you do all that work or you put all that money into advertising or content, you get a prospect booked in for a consultation at your studio or a free trial or whatever it is, and then they don't show up and they just ghost you and don't hear anything. That is one of the biggest frustrations because you're so close to making a sale if you can just get that person to show up. And in fact, what we see is that if you can just get the show up rate increased, you're going to be able to close more sales, get more clients every month without more advertising, without more leads, and without even being a better closer. If you can just increase the number of people that show up to the scheduled meeting, your close rate is going to go up. So this is one of the easiest and fastest ways to boost your revenue in your studio. Now, I'm going to show you in this video a specific strategy that we use across studios, which has an amazing effect. No one else in your town is going to be doing this. And this helps us increase show up rates to about 70 to 80%. And not only that, but this strategy is going to make those leads more qualified. So when they turn up, they're actually easier to close. So I'm going to walk you through this step by step. Now, I call this the pre-sell show up system. And here's ultimately how this works. First, we have to look at why do people not show up to your consultations, right? They book in with the website booking or over the phone, you lock them in and they don't show up. But one of the reasons is because number one, they weren't excited about the value, right? They don't see much value in what you're offering. They might think it's just going to be a sales pitch, right? They don't actually see much value in why should I rearrange my schedule to turn up for this conversation. So you need to increase their excitement after they've booked. So they think that this meeting cannot be missed, right? That's the kind of mentality they need to have. So when they see the value in what you're actually going to do with them and they realize this cannot be missed, it's important, show up rate goes up, priority goes up. The second problem we need to overcome of why people don't turn up to appointments is because they have some kind of unresolved anxiety, fear, skepticism, or doubt. Right? So they might even be excited for it and think, I really need this conversation with the coach to, get my fitness in order, but I'm concerned about this. I'm worried about this. So they have a certain particular list of fears and concerns that we need to override and reassure them so that the doubt is removed and again, they show up to the appointment. So we've come up with one strategy that does all of that, and this will massively improve the show up rates. And what it is it's a simple one-page website, like a landing page that you create and you send to the prospect as soon as they have booked in the appointment. Okay, so you've got them booked. The next step in our communication has to be keep the prospect excited by seeing the value of this meeting. And secondly, remove any doubts or skepticisms they may have at the same time. Do those two things and they're going to show up to the booking. So this page has a lot of different information on it. And I'm going to give you the template right here. And if you want to get a copy of this, just comment template below and I'll send this over to you and you can build this. But all we found on here is specific information we're going to feed the prospect to satisfy their urge, to show them what's happening and to boost that show up rate. So here's how the page actually looks. The first element is going to be a confirmation header. Okay, very simple. You're booked. We're excited to speak with you. Check your email for a calendar invite. Very simple, right? Now, most show up booking pages I've seen from most gyms, if they have a confirmation page after booking, they have element number one, and that's it. It's literally that. You're booked. See you Tuesday. That's it. And that's why the lead is not excited and doesn't show up. So we are going to expand on this. Here's some other elements to add onto your show up page. So the second element is a welcome video. Only needs to be about 2 to 3 minutes. Just a quick welcome with you or someone relatable on your team, letting the person know what to expect on the consultation and how you're going to help them reach their goals. All right, so again, this is powerful because now they're going to actually see you. They're going to put a name to the face. They're going to feel more at ease because there's a real person there. Plus, they now know that someone's expecting them. So that's very powerful. And on this, you need to outline quickly the value of why they should come to this appointment, why talking about their goals and their struggles is so critical, and exactly what you're going to do in that meeting. So lay it out so they can see the value of it. Now, the third element we have is what I call a how it works VSL. VSL stands for video sales letter. So it's kind of just like a bit of a sales thing, showing them how your method works, handling objections, and positioning the consultation. All right. Forgive me, guys, it says call on here, but it should be consultation. Simple mistake there. So basically, what we do here is quickly outline how your process works and what makes it different. So you can talk about the type of exercise you do, or the nutrition plan, or maybe it's the personalized aspect, or maybe some kind of AI tool that you might use to help them, right? Only 3 to 4 minutes. Don't go super deep. Just give them a quick outline so they can understand, oh, wow, this guy does have a signature methodology, or this gym have a proven process. That looks like it's really powerful. Okay, and that's going to increase your authority and give them more clarity. Now, the next thing we do is what we call a 6-week client journey roadmap. So it doesn't have to be 6 weeks. It could be 1 month. It could be 12 weeks. Basically, clients need to have certainty and familiarity of what they expect is going to happen when they sign up. And no other trainers in your town are going to be showing this. So we simply walk them through what our initial program looks like. So we typically offer a 6-week program, but you could do this for 1 month or 12 weeks, doesn't really matter. And the beauty of this video is you're going to walk through all the features that they get delivered to them over the first few weeks. So what you're actually doing is you're demonstrating the value. So for example, we're going to say, hey, in week 1, our program begins. You'll have a one-on-one nutrition consultation. We're going to dial in your nutrition plan, give you a meal plan, help you with a grocery list, right? We're going to start your first workout, and we'll talk about what value they're going to be given at each stage. And we're going to let them know what typical results they can expect by when. So we might say, hey, by week 2, you start feeling more confident, you start building better habits. By week 3, most of our clients report losing 7 to 12 pounds, feeling stronger, more mobile. By the end of 6 weeks, they often lose 15 to 20 pounds, 2 to 3% body fat, and fitness is like a way of life for them now. So you're just giving them that visual map of what's going to happen for them. Now, the really important thing about this is going to super qualify the prospect, because if you are giving good value in your program, they're going to listen to that and they're going to be thinking 2 things when they watch this video. First, they're going to be thinking, this sounds really good. I need to turn up to hear about this program. The second thing they're going to be thinking is, this doesn't sound cheap. And that's really important. You see, on this page, we're not going to give them the price. That's a bad move in sales, right? Because they're going to judge you on the price, not on the value. So instead of giving them the price, what we're actually going to do is explain and demonstrate our features. So they're going to assume it's not going to be cheap. If they're getting one-on-one meetings, they're getting a coaching app, they're getting personalized nutrition, they're not going to expect this to be some $50 bootcamp. So this is how you actually position your value, and you're going to attract and filter the leads who are willing to pay for this. Plus, they're going to be more excited to show up because this looks different. Even if the other trainers in your area are doing the same 6-week program, the difference is they're not explaining it to the prospect, but you are. So you're the one who's going to be seen as the authority. All right, the next step then is going to be social proof. So put all your testimonials here, not just photos, but also video clips, Google reviews. Just stack all the social proof so the value is undeniable. Number 6, we're going to have a setting for setting expectations. Again, filtering. Say, look, this is for you if you're this kind of person, and it's not for you if you're looking for this, right? So again, we're filtering out to get the best people showing up. Then we give final instructions to show up on time, a link to reschedule, and let them know you're going to send more reminders. So again, that's it, guys. This page, I call it the pre-sale page. You've got the booking, but now you've got to sell them on showing up. It's not enough to get an appointment and then hope. You have to keep selling them on the next step in the journey. So again, comment the word template if you want me to send you this, and you can get this built in no time at all. Hope this helps, and I'll talk to you soon.